You wake up tired. The alarm pulls you from a fractured sleep, and before your eyes even adjust to the dim morning light, the weight descends. It is a heavy, suffocating pressure resting right on the center of your chest. You look up at the ceiling and think of everything you have to do today, everything you are supposed to be, and you feel a profound, hollow exhaustion. You have tried to optimize. You have bought the planners, watched the morning routine videos, listened to the high-energy gurus who tell you to simply hustle harder, wake up earlier, and grind your way to peace. Yet the harder you paddle, the deeper you sink. You believe that the path to a better life requires a total, violent overhaul of everything you are. You think you need to add more discipline, more habits, and more obligations to eventually fill the void inside you. It feels like trying to build a shelter in the middle of a raging storm by frantically gathering every stone, every brittle twig, and every handful of wet mud in the forest. You pile it all onto your own shoulders, believing that accumulation is the answer, until the sheer, crushing weight of your own materials drives you face first into the dirt. You are drowning under a mountain of your own desperate efforts. Your brain is betraying you here. This is a textbook biological response to chronic dopamine depletion. Your nervous system, starved of genuine neurochemical reward, begins desperately hunting for novelty and control. It tricks you into believing that the next complex habit, the next optimization hack, the next massive change will finally deliver the serotonin you so deeply lack. It confuses frantic accumulation with genuine fulfillment. But the truth of your exhaustion is hidden in the things you refuse to look at. You are tired because you are misallocating your life force. Let us examine the 3 ways this tragedy plays out in your daily existence. First, look at your daily labor. You spend 8, sometimes 10 hours a day exhausting yourself with shallow tasks, checking boxes and answering messages, yet you finish the day feeling as though you have achieved absolutely nothing of substance. It feels like standing waist-deep in a lake of freezing black water, violently thrashing your arms to create waves. You expend a massive amount of physical energy. Your muscles scream, your lungs burn with the cold, but you have not moved a single inch forward. The water simply settles back into dead stillness the moment you finally stop thrashing. Your prefrontal cortex is buckling under severe cognitive load. Every micro-decision, every email, every meaningless notification drains a finite reserve of glucose in your brain. You are constantly triggering the stress response of your amygdala without ever reaching the deep, neurological satisfaction of completing a meaningful, focused task. You are burning high-octane fuel just to idle your engine in neutral. Second, look at the people you surround yourself with. You maintain a wide web of casual acquaintances, digital connections, and surface-level friendships. You pour your energy into keeping the peace, attending the gatherings, and replying to the messages. Yet you feel profoundly, deeply isolated. Imagine carrying a heavy chain forged of 100 massive iron links. You drag it across rough concrete. The metal scrapes and sparks against the ground, pulling your shoulders painfully out of their sockets with every step. Only 3 of those links are made of solid gold. The rest are rusting, jagged, heavy iron. Yet you refuse to drop the chain because you are terrified of losing the gold. This behavior is driven by ancient evolutionary programming. In the ancestral environment, to be separated from the tribe meant certain death by starvation or predators. Your nervous system still perceives the loss of any social tie, even a toxic, draining, one-sided one, as a literal threat to your physical survival. It floods your bloodstream with cortisol when you even consider pulling away. So, you remain tethered to people who slowly starve your spirit. Third, look at your own internal monologue. You police your own mind relentlessly. You try to manage every emotion. You replay 20 different past mistakes in vivid detail, and you worry about 20 different future catastrophes, secretly believing this hypervigilance will protect you from pain. It feels like living inside a cramped, windowless concrete room filled with 20 blaring televisions, all tuned to different channels of horrific news. You run frantically from screen to screen, trying to turn down the volume, trying to shut off the power. but the knobs are broken. The cords are hidden. The overlapping noise becomes a physical pressure against your skull, threatening to crack it open. Your brain's default mode network is caught in a severe maladaptive loop. When you are not engaged in a deeply focused task, this network activates to simulate future scenarios based on past data. Because of the brain's innate negativity bias, designed to keep you alive in a dangerous world, it disproportionately weighs the 80% of memories that contain pain, failure, or embarrassment. It falsely convinces you that the world is inherently dangerous and that you are fundamentally flawed. There is a way out of this cold, deafening room. It requires a radical shift in how you view the architecture of your life. The great, unyielding truth of the universe is that inputs and outputs are almost never equal. You do not need to change everything. You do not need to overhaul your entire existence. You need to understand the Pareto Principle, the law of the vital few. 20% of your habits cause 80% of your misery, and 20% of your actions bring 80% of your deep, enduring joy. Consider a weathered, ancient gardener standing in the center of a vast, sprawling, overgrown courtyard. He holds a single, small wooden watering can. He does not run around frantically, pouring tiny drops of water on every creeping weed, every patch of dry grass, and every dying, withered bush. He knows his water is finite. He walks slowly, deliberately, past the chaos. He finds the 3 sturdy, deep-rooted trees that actually bear heavy, sweet fruit. He pours all of his water directly onto their roots. He turns his back on the rest. He lets the barren garden die. He lets the weeds turn to dust in the sun. The human brain struggles terribly to comprehend this truth. We evolved to understand linear progression. 1 swung spear equals 1 dead mammoth. 1 day of walking equals 1 day of distance covered. We think 1 unit of effort equals 1 unit of happiness. But the natural world and modern human psychology is governed by power laws. Exponential outcomes arise from a concentrated few variables. When you finally align your neurobiology with this reality, by aggressively restricting your focus to the vital 20%, you dramatically reduce cortisol production. You signal safety to your brain. You allow your parasympathetic nervous system to finally engage, bringing your heart rate down and clearing the fog from your mind. You must stop watering the weeds. Today, you will not add a new habit to your overstuffed life. You will not buy a new journal. You will not download a new productivity app. You will embrace elimination over addition. You will identify the single most destructive 20% in your day, the one activity that wastes your time and hollows you out, and you will ruthlessly sever it. It is exactly like finding the heaviest, most jagged rock in the canvas rucksack you have been carrying on your back for a decade, and simply unzipping the bag and letting it tumble out onto the dirt. You do not look for a better rock to replace it. You do not try to paint the rock. You just stand there, feeling the sudden, shocking lightness on your shoulders. You close your eyes, take a breath, and the air finally reaches the very bottom of your lungs. Your ego will violently resist this simplicity. Your identity has become attached to the struggle, to the hustle, to the heavy lifting. Letting go triggers loss aversion in the brain, a cognitive bias where the pain of losing something, even a source of deep misery, feels twice as intense as the pleasure of gaining peace. Your mind will scream at you. It will tell you this is a waste of time. It will tell you that it is too simple to work, that you must suffer to earn your rest, that you are being lazy. Do not listen to the static. Let the rock fall. Look closely at your life today. Find the 20% of noise that is deafening your spirit. Cut the rusted iron links. Stop thrashing in the freezing water. You do not need to do more. You need to do far, far less, but with absolute, unflinching intention. Protect your peace fiercely. Guard your energy. The quiet you are searching for is already there, buried just beneath the noise of things that do not matter. Stay unrushed.